Hey, today we're going to talk about a question I got in the mail, and that is, does weightlifting make your punches a lot slower? So I am going to kind of go over that, and my opinion on that, and what I've seen within practice and with, things I've seen in my academy. So I'm going to go over really quick my background. My background's in Taekwondo, which is primarily kick related. Obviously, there's a lot of punches, but really we have a lot of high kicks. That really helps out, especially because I took it when I was younger. Then there's Kung Fu. I went into Kung Fu for a few years. And then I went into Thai boxing and then kickboxing. I currently am a teacher at an American-style kickboxing academy. Sorry, the microphone's in my face. Before you, if you like any of that stuff, do me a huge favor. Click that subscribe button and then click that little bell icon to get notifications. Because a lot of these are discussion-based. I'm going to have a lot of still images rolling by, so I'm not boring you to death. So let's get into the discussion. My opinion is that it totally does. It totally does. And it depends, but before you freak out, it depends how much you do. If you're training really, really heavy weight, to be let's say a power lifter, that will probably affect you negatively in the way that your punches will get a little bit slower. And I'm only saying that because some of my fastest guys that I've had, when they start implementing really heavy weight training, they will slow down, and it's obvious. It's not their reaction time, it's their ability to react, because they do see it coming. It's just they can't move their body well enough. That's purely my opinion, by the way. Someone might have a completely opposite opinion. I know Joe Rogan, he was a really famous proponent of that as well. He believes that, the weight training will slow you down, and we don't know if that's because of because the weight training means that he's practicing less on his striking, as making it less fluid because he doesn't have that time, or is that stiffening his joints, that movement, or stiffening the muscle's ability to move around by lifting. I definitely recommend lifting in general, for sure, but I just don't recommend heavy lifting. If you want to lift, it depends what you want to do, of course. If you want hypertrophy, right, you want to build bigger muscle, by all means do it. Lift heavier and lower weight, right? I'm sorry, lower reps. I would recommend higher repetition if you're gonna do it. I believe it's more of an endurance athlete's way of doing it. I am not an expert in weightlifting though, so just want to put that out there. I do know a decent amount about it though, and I've seen that within my guys. What is your opinion though? So this is a short video, right? What is your opinion? Do you see a difference in things? And I'm gonna give you one more example. If you look at someone who might benefit from it, look at the fastest strikers, look at fighters. Fighters don't always look like giant muscle built guys. Some do. Some have both. If you look at maybe MMA fighters like Tyrone Woodley or maybe Hector Lombard, although I think he's doing something there. But if you look at fighters like that, they look jacked. They look big. Yoel Romero. If you look at guys like that and they hit like a monster, right? Look at Alistair Overeem in his old days when he was the Ubereem, in 2007. He was huge, and I would say he was the fastest guy. It was just that his power overcame his other inabilities. Now he's different. Now he's more of a quicker, smarter fighter. Look at John Jones. That's another example within MMA. John Jones was a light heavyweight champion. He started weight training, and he said it forced him, it kind of made him slower. That's what he says, right? Because he was doing a lot of deadlifts and things of that sort. But again, what is your opinion? Sorry, I blew into the mic. Sorry, guys. So what is your opinion? Do you have the opinion that, hey, it doesn't matter? It's just going to add to the power? Or do you have the opinion that this is great? One last little tidbit of that, the more muscle you have, the less cardio you might have as well. Because it requires oxygen to take care of all that muscle. So anyways, thank you so much. If you want a harder punch, which everyone does, you want a knockout punch, do me a favor, or do yourself a favor. The best thing for that would be to get a little quick report. It's totally free. I'm putting it in the description. It's a free little report and it goes over things you need to know to have a knockout punch, no matter who you are. Check that out at your will, and I will see you guys in the next discussion video. Talk to you later.